Blue Beetle, 2023, Summary. Victoria Cord, the new CEO of the cord industries, arrives, and says to Lieutenant Ignacio Carapax, "Lieutenant Carapax, tell me that you found the scarab." Ignacio answers that they are cutting into it right now. Ignacio had them working around the clock since they unearthed it about 2 weeks ago. When Ted Cord, CEO of the cord industries, went missing, Victoria Cord became the new CEO. New college graduate Jamie Reyes returns home in Palmera City. Jamie Reyes' family wait for him at the airport. Jamie, who is wearing a graduate cap, then meets his family. Rudy, Jamie's uncle, arrives at the airport to pick them up. Milagro Reyes, Jamie's sister, tells that they are losing their house. Alberto Reyes, Jamie's father, tells that the landlord tripled the house's rent. Rocio Reyes, Jamie's mother, tells that the landlord gave them 3 months to come up with the money or get out. On top of everything, Alberto has developed heart problems. Jamie and Milagro talk while drinking on the roof. Jamie tells Milagro that he has a degree, he'll get a job and make money to save their place. Milagro gets Jamie a job with her as custodial workers at Victoria Cord's mansion. Jamie and Milagro observe Victoria Cord as she talks to someone on her phone. Victoria Cord finds her favorite niece Jenny Cord waiting for her. Jenny opens the TV. It is about Victoria's plan, future policing, the OMAC, one-man army corps. The OMAC was shut down years ago, and Victoria relaunched it. Jenny tells Victoria that they do not make weapons anymore. Victoria answers Jenny, she is not part of the cord industries company. Ignacio is about to do something to Jenny, when Jamie intervenes. Victoria then fires Jamie on the spot, saying, "I think it's time to find a new job, Jamie Reyes." Victoria also fires her sister Milagro. As Jenny leaves, she tells Jamie that she appreciates the chivalry. She introduces herself as Jenny Cord to Jamie. She invites Jamie to Cord Tower. There might be a job available in their company. Later that night, Alberto drinks whiskey alone outside their house. Jamie approaches him and tells Jamie not to tell his mother. Jamie arrives at Cord Tower. He tells the receptionist that he is looking for Jenny Cord. The receptionist tells him to wait at the lobby. Meanwhile, Jenny steals the badge of Dr. Sanchez. She then enters his lab. Jenny finds the scarab. She hides the scarab inside a burger box, then escapes. Dr. Sanchez goes back to his lab and finds that the scarab is missing. Dr. Sanchez calls the building's security and instructs them to lock the building. The security alarm is sounded. The panicked Jenny gives the scarab to Jamie, saying to guard it with his life. Do not open it or even look at it. Jamie brings the scarab at home. His family bullied him to open the burger box. Jamie opens it and sees the scarab. It looks like a bug. Milagro grabs the scarab. As Jamie attempts to get it, she throws the scarab to Rudy. Jamie grabs the scarab from Rudy. It activates and jumps into Jamie's face. The scarab then attaches itself to Jamie's body, turning Jamie into a monster with superhero powers. The scarab then talks and says, "Host acquired." The scarab begins systems check by flying Jamie crossing the Earth's atmospheric layers. As part of the system check, Jamie falls down back to Earth. Jamie did not hit the Earth's surface. He is about 1 foot above the surface, floating in the air. Scarab then says, "Braking systems check complete." Jamie then flies to check his flight systems, then accelerates to test his acceleration systems. Jamie lands on a car, destroying it to complete his landing systems check. Jamie then cuts a bus into 2 to complete his host protection test, before eventually returning home. Desperate to get the scarab removed from his back, Jamie decides to find Jenny and get some answers. Jamie finds Jenny running from the Cord Tower. Jenny sees Jamie and goes inside the car. Victoria's army fires at them, slightly damaging their car. Back at home, Jamie shows his back. The scarab is integrated to his body. Jenny explains that the colored blue thing is called scarab. It was given to her by his dad, Ted, when he was a kid. It is some kind of world-destroying weapon. The scarab cannot just be activated by any person, it chooses its host. Jenny tells them that there is a place where they can get some answers in removing the scarab from Jamie's body, but they need the key, which is located at the court building. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Ignacio reports to Victoria that his men saw Jenny giving the scarab to Jamie. Victoria orders Lieutenant Ignacio to find the scarab. Rudy shows Jenny and Jamie the device that he invented that can help them break into Cord Tower. He calls it El Chapulín. They go to the Cord Tower. Rudy blocks the security cameras, with Jamie and Jenny stealing the key, a watch. As Jamie and Jenny escape, they are met by Ignacio, and demands the scarab. Ignacio attacks Jamie with a Superman punch, but Jamie blocks it with the help of scarab. Jamie turns into the monster with superhero powers, then punches Ignacio. Ignacio flies away. Ignacio activates his suit that is made of metals, then attacks Jamie. The scarab takes over Jamie's body and fights Ignacio. The scarab tells Jamie to watch and learn. Jamie, under the scarab's control, attacks Ignacio. The scarab is about to kill Ignacio, but Jamie tells the scarab that they don't have to kill Ignacio. The scarab accepts the command, sparing Ignacio's life. Ignacio then fires on Rudy's car when they arrive with Jenny. Ignacio and Jamie continue to fight, with Ignacio having the upper hand. Ignacio is about to finish Jamie, when Rudy and Jenny save him by letting the invented device fly and hit Ignacio. The three then escapes. Jamie tells them that the scarab is named Kajita. He feels it in his mind when the scarab took over his body. They go to an old court estate, a place where the last visit was when Jenny was 8 years old. Using the key, the floor opens and a spiral staircase going to the basement shows up. They then go to the basement. Upon looking on what are in the basement, Rudy tells them that Ted Cord was the Blue Beetle, Palmera's superhero, when Jamie was a kid. Jenny tells them that his dad, Ted, was never to unlock the scarab, so he made his own tech to fight as Blue Beetle. Jenny and Jamie talk. Jenny tells him that her mother died when she was 6-year-old. Jenny tells him that when her mom died, Ted was obsessed with the scarab. He would disappear in days or weeks, then one day he never came back. Jenny admires Jamie's close family relationships, and they nearly kiss before Rudy tells them he has broken into the computer. Rudy tells them that Ted had a professor named Dan Garrett. The scarab chose Dan before it chose Jamie. The scarab is alive, that is why it chooses its host. They find that the scarab is an alien. In order to remove the scarab from Jamie, he must be dead. Jenny tells them that the scarab is designed to protect its host, to keep it alive. Outside, they see Victoria's aircraft going into the direction of Rhea's residence. At home, Nana notices her tea trembling. Suddenly, the power is out. Victoria's army storms Rhea's residence. They surround the residence. Meanwhile, Jamie activates the scarab by attempting to commit suicide. The soldiers enter and find the Rhea's family in Jamie's room. Their neighbors watch the happening. The soldiers drag the family out. Jamie arrives, attacking the soldiers. The soldiers shoot Jamie, but it has no effect. They then target the family as instructed by Victoria, but Jamie is there to block the bullets. Jamie attacks the soldiers but not killing them. While Milagro escapes with Alberto, Alberto collapses from heart attack. Jamie is about to go to Alberto's location, when Ignacio uses the claw weapon to pin Jamie. Ignacio then pulls the helpless Jamie to the helicopter. Unfortunately, Alberto dies in an ambulance while they try to save his life. Afterwards, Nano tells the family that there is no time for self-pity, they have to rescue Jamie. Jenny comes and tells them that she can help. Rudy pilots Ted's bug ship and flies. Inside the bug ship are Nana, Milagro, Rocio, and Jenny. Meanwhile, the unconscious Jamie is strapped to a machine. During a stopover, Jenny shows them Ted's different kinds of weapons. One is the special prototype of the Kabloom bubblegum. Milagro finds a weapon that turns into a shield, or a giant fist. Nana finds a special heavy weapon that is big. They took Jamie to a fortress in Pago, a Caribbean island off the coast of Cuba that Cord bought from Batista in the 50s. Nana, who has past experience of storming a place like this, explains the plan. Jamie wakes up and asks Dr. Sanchez to let him go. Dr. Sanchez just says, "I'm sorry." Since Jamie activated the scarab, they can transfer its code directly into the OMAC. Victoria's soldiers see the bug ship coming using their telescope. The bug ship crash lands in the fortress. The soldiers then begin to shoot the bug ship. In a beast mode, the bug ship starts destroying soldiers. The bug ship continues its attack by activating its bug fart. Dr. Sanchez starts the transfer of the code as instructed by Victoria. Jenny and Milagro accidentally go to a place where they see lots of fully operational OMAC systems, enough to build an army. Dr. Sanchez informs Victoria that the transfer of the code into the OMAC is killing Jamie. Victoria instructs him to address the problem. During the transfer of the code, Jamie is about to die when he sees his dead father. Alberto tells Jamie that it is not his time to die, he must go back. He also tells Jamie that Scarab has chosen him for a reason. The code transfer is 100%, Lieutenant Ignacio has gotten stronger. The half-dead Jamie suddenly wakes up, as Jenny detonates the explosives they installed with Milagro. Jamie gets loose and tries to escape. Dr. Sanchez helps Jamie to escape, saying, "Get your family and get off this island, okay?" Dr. Sanchez, whose real name is José Francisco Morales Rivera de la Cruz, is later killed by Ignacio. Jamie runs but is cornered by soldiers. All guns aim at him. As they are about to take him down, Nana arrives and destroys the soldiers. Nana senses that soldiers are approaching and signals Jamie to back off. She then destroys all the approaching soldiers. Victoria finds Jenny and her soldiers take her. Nana and Jamie arrive at the bug ship where Rudy and Rocio are waiting. Meanwhile, Milagro uses her weapon, a giant fist, to attack a soldier. She then uses her shield to cover herself against the bullets coming from the soldiers. Jamie arrives and destroys the soldiers one by one. Using his superhero powers, the soldiers are no match to him. The much stronger and updated Ignacio arrives and attacks Jamie. Ignacio and Jamie then battle each other outside. Meanwhile, Victoria and the captured Jenny fly away with a helicopter. After a long fierce fight, Ignacio is about to finish Jamie, when Rudy appears and hit him with a stone. Ignacio then sends a rocket into Rudy. Meanwhile, at the helicopter, Jenny swallows a Kabloom bubblegum. Victoria is about to kill Jenny when Jenny activates the Kabloom bubblegum. A fight between the two ensues, causing the pilot to be accidentally shot. Jenny and Victoria fall to the ground, while the helicopter crashes and explodes. Jamie and Ignacio continue to fight until Jamie gains the upper hand. He is about to finish Ignacio but is stopped by the Scarab saying that they are not killers. Scarab tells Jamie that during the transfer, it unlocked Ignacio's memories. Scarab shows Jamie the tragic past of Ignacio, including the bomb attack that killed his mother, and being a subject for the OMAC experiments. Jamie takes pity on him, and spares his life. Ignacio tells Jamie to take care of his family, then Jenny and Jamie leave. Ignacio sets his OMAC suit to explode, destroy the fortress, himself, and Victoria, as vengeance for his mother. Jamie is about to slip the bug ship but is saved by Jenny. Jamie is shocked that Rudy is alive, and Rudy tells him, "Badweed never dies." The group hug and cry for Alberto. Jenny takes over as CEO of Cord Industries, and gives the message that they will no longer make weapons. The Reyes family faces a problem: how to restore their damaged residence. Their neighbors gather around the remains of the Reyes family's home and provide support. Meanwhile, Jenny arrives riding in a motorcycle. Jenny tells the Reyes that they don't need to worry, Court Industries will fix their residence. Jenny gives Rudy a new truck, colored blue. Jenny says she is heading to her father's mansion, and Jamie offers to fly her there, and the two share a kiss. Jenny and Jamie then fly. Deep within the Blue Beetle's lair, a distorted transmission from Ted Court urgently informs his daughter that he is still alive.